Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be showcasing everything we got inside the Epic 7 Part 2, the 7 Saga. It's going to be insane. Literally everything inside this Part 2, the anniversary, is so good. Honestly, I think it's a 9 out of 10 stream. It is very, very hype. A lot of quality of life changes coming into together I think are absolutely crazy. From the rewards to the characters we're getting, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Starting off though, we are going to be getting Genesis Raz for free. Yes, Genesis Raz is not going to be the Mystic Summon character. He is going to be free, but he's not going to be free right off the bat. There are going to be some missions we do have to complete to unlock Genesis Raz. So just keep that in mind. If I go over here a little bit, rewards are going to be a little bit challenging to actually get the character. It's going to be like Aiden, probably, where you have to do some certain missions and you unlock the character. Again, it's a free Genesis Raz, and he is a light elemental hero, and we cannot really complain, right? Very, very good. Overall, this character is really, really OP as is, right? He's absolutely sick. He's good. They are going to give us imprints as well to triple S him. So again, we don't know anything about the missions yet. We will find out later on. But again, this is very, very nice. All right, we already confirmed the getting Raz guaranteed for free. That's absolutely sick. It really is. Like, oh, who would have thought? Again, we didn't know if he was either going to be free. We didn't know if he was in a mystic banner. But now we know for certainly he is going to be free. But of course, behind some missions we are going to have to complete. Next is going to be Mercedes, ML Mercedes. Yes, she is more than likely going to be the next MO5 character. As you can see here, the preview of the Lady of the Scales will be available starting August 20th. They already have a whole video uploaded for her if you want to go check it out yourself. Again, this is more than likely going to be the next Mystic 5-star that we do have to summon. So we get Raz for free. We have Lady of the Scales, which is already confirmed to be Moonlight Mercedes Light version, right? So again, more than likely she's going to be the next ML5 character, judging by her showcase not being shown today, right? She will be released in terms of a preview on the 20th. So again, keep that in mind. She's more than likely the next ML5. Especially looking up at here, these 5 stars, you can guarantee she's definitely ML5, right? And she's inside the Moonlight Theater. So again, I'm pretty sure she's going to come out very, very soon. Now, the next topic, we are going to get, finally, 7 years in the making, we are going to be getting presets inside Epic 7. You don't know how crazy that is? Presets are absolutely what we've been begging for. Again, re-gearing certain units over and over and over, and then trying to re-gear them back to normal without taking screenshots and all that. Kind of difficult. But they are finally implementing it with a little bit different, right? And I like that quite a bit. It really depends on the game mode you're currently in, but they are changing it, right? It's not like a standard preset. It's still going to be presets, but it's more effective than a standard preset. Especially when it comes to constellations, right? They will change the entire party's gear to what you need for said content. So I like that, right? So it's right here. You need to borrow equipment for all the hairs. And it's with a new system, instantly restore all equipment presets. That is actually quite insane. Literally the entire team just done like that. I love that. And again, I'm pretty sure we have this on top of standard presets. So the fact that we're actually finally getting this is really, really good. Again, 7 years in the making, and we are finally getting presets. Not only are we getting presets, we are also getting free unequip forever. That is it, boys. This is going to be the last 2 weeks. We have to... Actually, you know what? We've been on free unequip for the longest time already. I completely forgot. But yes, free unequip is becoming permanently. That is insane. Starting August 28th, free unequip forever. Absolutely insane, man. Bravo, man. Nothing but a round of applause for this because this is so good. All of these are quality of life changes. Presets we've been begging for. Free unequip forever we've been begging for. So now I can't really hear anyone complain about, oh, I have no more gold. Well, that's your fault now. Go farm some gold. But again, overall, that is really, really insane. Again, I'm extremely happy about this. I know a lot of people are really, really excited by these changes that we are currently getting. These two right here are already huge. Like, really, really huge, man. Can't wait. I cannot wait for this to come out. Next, they're also releasing a hero trait set of equipment. Now, this topic is going to be very, very good for when it comes to new players. Now, when it comes to veterans and all that, not really going to make use of it as much as newer players, right? It's basically a feature that it basically shows who can really make good use of it. It's not that bad. I like this. I actually like this quite a bit. Because as a new player, you have no idea what you're doing. For a veteran and all that, you already know what you could do with all the certain gears. And I like that a lot, right? It's really, really good. And it's very, very nice. And now, next topic. They are going to be releasing team sets, but for different content. So now, if we wasted Sky Stones to increase our team sets, you know how all Arena, Hunts, Rift, and all the sets. Wait, Arena, Hunts, obviously we had Labyrinth and all that. They were all together in the same team presets. Now, each individual game mode will have its own team slots, which is very, very nice. Hunts will have their own team slots. Arena will have their own team slots. That is very, very good. And if we use Sky Stones, we are going to be getting back those Sky Stones. They already confirmed them themselves. We are going to be getting it back very, very shortly. Don't know when we are going to be getting it, but they did confirm we will, right? Where is it? There's a picture here, right? Content, it's somewhere here. There's a picture. I would hope there's a picture somewhere, but I guess there's not. But again, they are finally elaborating on that, which I do think is huge. Again, if you looked at my arena videos, you saw all of my teams were literally full of arena teams. There were 0 hunts because I couldn't spare room to have a hunt team anymore. So this is a huge step in the right direction. Again, absolutely insane. Another banger. Absolutely another banger update. And we have definitely another quality of life that's absolutely insane. This is very, very good. And again, we will get back our Sky Stones that we did use to make all the teams. Very, very nice. Again, they are reimbursing us. Who can really complain about that, right? And again, if the Harriers who created account less than a year ago, we plan on retroactively refund the Sky Stones they spent. Just keep that in mind, right? So, now, Spirit Altars are going to be open 24/7. I didn't think it was a problem with Spirit Altars, but we'll take it nonetheless. Making it open 24/7, another quality of life change that I do think is very, very good. We like that. We take that. Now, let's talk about the next huge thing when it comes to farming gear. They are going to be implementing a brand new content. If I could find it here, it's basically going to be making it very, very good. There is going to be no low rows. There's going to be no flats as well inside this content. Again, it's not Rift. It is something different. Where is it at? Equipment farming. We also are going to be getting 2 new presets as well inside this event. Again, not this event. Inside this new farming gear area, which is very, very nice. 2 new sets. Again, I was not expecting 2 new sets. I mentioned it in the live stream. I think it'll be nice to see some new sets in here. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So the highest thing rated inside the server we did, right? New equipment sets was at 24. Next was the higher grade equipment, right? I think they go to that one, right? Yeah, they do go to that one instead of Guardian Growth. Guardian Growth is a little bit weird. So, to 2 new sets. They have been scared to add 2 new sets. They did recommend it here because of the fatigue, farming more hunts and all that. Completely understandable. But now, to get these brand new sets, you have to literally farm this specific content that they are going to be adding into the game. It is going to be a reversal set and repulsal set. Again, I like how they look. They look really, really sick. I really like it, right? The reversal set consists of 4 pieces and increases speed by 15%. But upon revival, it increases combat readiness by 50%. So this is very, very good for any knights that has Holy Sack on. And honestly, obviously, this is very, very good for Genesis Raz. Literally, maybe best in slot for him. We don't know yet. But it looks very, very good. And also works really, really well on Ruel because she has her auto revive. Again, it's a really, really nice set. I like that. It increases speed by 50%. And if they die, they come back to life with a 50% CR push. That's really insane, you know. Now, Repulso set. Repulso set. This set has a 70% chance to counterattack when successfully evading. If you put this on Afternoon Soak Flan, it is cooked. I'm gonna get 1v4 now in Arena. Absolutely disgusting. Afternoon Soak Flan, literally the perfect option for this set. You know how crazy that is? A 70% chance to counter on an evasion, and most of the time you're gonna be evading Flan. Like, that's disgusting, man. That's absolutely disgusting. Again, I like it though. I like the new sets. We will definitely take it. I can't complain about that. I think we're all happy about that, right? Well, it's a little bit hit or miss, right? New sets will be a little bit different, but again, they do mention here the equipment sets will not be obtained from hunts. It will be obtained from Otherworld Breach. Again, it's a new currency called Spectre Core. Very, very nice. Like I mentioned earlier, you could exchange Spectre Cores for 160 energy up to 3 times a day. Again, this is basically not replacing Hunt. It is not replacing Rift at all. It's not, so just keep that in mind. Now, it does consume a lot of energy, but again, it's more efficient than Hunt and Rift. It's going to be basically, like I mentioned earlier, the gear is going to be really, really good, right? And that is really the only way to really counteractive some of the sets, right? We do have quick battling for hunts and all that. Again, they are trying to reduce the playtime, right? So we do have quick battles for it. It is basically the same as, regular equipment, but without Integra-based stats, which means there is no flats in here. And it does not low roll, like I mentioned earlier, right? So just keep that in mind. It will only increase stats within the higher range, which is nice. Because again, if you're like me, I am so tired of seeing low rolls. Really, really, really low rolls. And again, it is not a tier above epic equipment. Just keep that in mind. They mentioned it here. It is not above it. It's not even high. It won't even have higher stats than the current equipment, right? The maximum value is the same for epic equipment. So again, just keep that in mind. The only difference is it can't low roll. That's literally the only difference, right? So that is very, very good. And now on top of this, though, not only are they implementing this, they are going to be basically making Hunt drop more gear. I think it's 15% more. I think they mentioned it here. Let me see. I think they mentioned it. It's about, here we go. They are going to mention that it should be about 15%. They're also adding Otherworld difficulty to existing hunts. Yes, right? It will also require Spectre Core Center. Yes, it's limited currency, right? Just keep that in mind. And basically, the drop rate will be more than twice as high as before. Again, you can't farm this non-stop over and over and over, right? You definitely need the Spectre Cores. So just keep that in mind, right? It's not going to be replacing anything, and it is going to be increasing the equipment drop rate. But for the current hunt difficulties, we're also planning to increase the equipment drop rate by 15%. Now, is Rift dead with this? Is Rift going to be dead? No, it's not. Again, Rift is never going to go away. Hunts never go away ever. Hunts are strictly there because you do need the reforged material, or you are strictly looking for the single preset of gear you want. Right? If I want speed gear on speed set, I'm going to go farm Wyvern. If I want destruction set, literally just destruction set, I'm going to go farm Banshee. It just really depends on really what you're going for, right? So again, hunts are going nowhere. Rift is still going to be just as good. Again, we'll have to see about that in terms of this 15% change. It is going to be coming on September 11th, so just keep that in mind. Overall, very, very solid. Very, very good information we have found out here. Absolutely bonkers, man. Again, we're getting so much stuff inside of the Part 2 of Anniversary and a roadmap, right? But overall, thus far, very, very good. They are also going to be increasing the inventory, noted right here. Inventory is going to go up by 200 slots inside the September 11 update. Now, our maximum slots are going to be 900. Very, very nice. I know a lot of people have been asking for more inventory slots. On top of that, we are going to be getting more energy. Now our capped energy is going to be at 360. That's basically almost double our energy that we currently do have. So basically, Harris can use naturally regenerate energy to convert it to Spectre cores. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. And on top of that, having more gear, they're also going to make a charms and a gold event to farm as well. Again, that is insane. These are all very, very, very good quality of life changes. A charm event, either it's going to be a dungeon, don't know yet. We need to wait and see until they find out. It's very, very good. Having a special place to farm strictly for gold, very, very nice as well. Right? We have no more free unequip. Well, we don't have to worry about moving gear no more. Now the only time we're going to be using gold is to upgrade stuff. Upgrade gear. Upgrade artifacts. That's really about it. And now everyone's going to be desperate for charms. I do arena, so it's a little bit different. So them making a charm / gold stage is very, very nice. No one can really complain about that. Right? We like that. I like the direction they're going with this. Now they're also making a revamp in terms of what to really make it easier in terms of upgrading certain gear. They do mention that in here. Also, they did mention that they are not going to be making any gear like this. Just had to talk about that. They're not going to mention anything about this. This was just special gear for the carrot event. They have no intentions of adding this specifically to the game at all. So just keep that in mind, right? Because I know a lot of people did not like seeing that, right? So overall, very, very nice to know. And now they showed us the roadmap. Finally, a real roadmap, right? So, obviously, we are currently over here around 828, right? So, all this is going to go up all the way to the end of the year. In October, they're going to release a new story content called Phantasma. What was it? Phantasma. What? I already forgot what that said. What was it? Phantasma Barrier. We'll find out in October. Right? There's also a GVG tournament, which they did mention, right? Which we already knew ahead of time on top of that. Coming out in October, which is more than likely not that far away, right? And new PvE content, Monolith Showdown. Oi, we like the new stuff. And in December, we are going to be getting a brand new episode. What that episode is going to be covering, we have no idea. Are they going to still stay in the 6th world? Or we can go 5th world? Or we can go do something else? I'm very excited about this. Because a new episode means new characters and all that good stuff. Alright, so again, this is the roadmap. Very, very nice to see. I love to see roadmaps. It really helps out quite a bit. It really, really does, right? And again, we'll take it. Right? Of course, they're not going to talk about everything here, but just knowing that there's a tournament and the episode that they already have planned is good. Right? We take that. That's really, really nice. All the way for the rest of the year. Now, this is more for the competitive side E7. Yeah, competitive Epic 7. Who would have thought? All right, so now this is going to be the road to E7. It is going to be basically a second-tier tournament. This is online stuff we can do. You do not need to, submit your face and all that. But it's basically going to be online tournaments. Now, in terms of the rewards, they are still discussing that. They did not say what they want to do with all that in terms of they want to do money. They haven't really mentioned anything, right? I feel like it to give people more motivation. I feel like Sky Stones, bottles, slates, money and all that are really, really good incentives to make people want to play RETA and in these second tier tournaments, right? It's very, very nice. I like this. I really love that they're trying to do this for E7. Again, the game has changed quite a bit over the years, and if you look at last year to compare to this year, they are really trying this year. That's really, really good. And I love that, right there. See, they're right here announcing they're looking for ways to more attractive rewards. I don't think they need that much. Like, it's pretty easy to incentivize people to actually go do it, right? They just haven't really dabbled in there, which is very, very nice. I do like that. I do like that quite a bit, right? Also, they did announce, I think they mentioned it back here. Let me check. Where is it at? I think they mentioned we are going to be getting I forgot what it's called. Oh, here it is. They have mentioned we're going to be getting a brand new Battle Frenzy. I completely forgot about this. So, basically, the Battle Frenzy they're going to be implementing now is that it will be random every single game it does start. That's kind of crazy. Now, we don't know much about this, but they do talk about the warfare rules is basically randomized. Right? Every single match you get into a lobby is going to be random. And that is going to be quite insane. And I cannot wait to see how this is going to be playing out. Right? We don't know much about it. We just know the rules are going to be random in each different game. Every time you load up an RTA match, the rules are going to be different. And that's kind of crazy, right? When you really, really sit there and actually think about it, right? But overall, that's kind of crazy. That is actually kind of crazy, right? But overall, in terms of an update, it's very, very good. Also, we do have a server-wide mission, which again, I love when games do this. We all work together. All the hairs work together. We got a cake. We complete the rewards. And on top of that, we are going to get a lot of rewards. We're going to get unknown slates. We're going to get a bottle of knowledge. We're going to get Hero Elemental Hero summon tickets. That's insane. 900 Twin Library medals, which, if you don't know what this is basically 900 free mystics. That's literally what it is. And 6,000 energy from this basically server-wide event, which again, very, very good. I am a big fan of this stuff. And clearing all that will give us the Moonlight Boss Hero Selector. That is how we are going to be getting this Moonlight Boss Hero Selector. Overall, again, more free stuff. We talked about this yesterday inside the boss. Well, 2 days ago at this point. The Boss Selector. Overall, again, in terms of a live stream, this was absolutely insane. It was such a good stream. I don't think there's that much else that they did mention in here. They also did mention they're going to try to work, and they're going to look at, see if they could, increase the Molagora. They did announce that they were going to increase more ways to get Molagora, to increase it. That's very, very nice. We do like that, right? Even upping it up to like 5 Molagoras is helpful, instead of the 2 or 3 we normally get, right? Which is quite nice. That's quite nice. Again, Molagora is basically the most important thing inside the game, besides actually getting the characters and gear, right? It is up there. So we do like that. They also did mention that they are going to touch base on the coin shop. They are basically, discussing what to do. They also considered to let us pick our coin shop up to a certain date. And I think that would be absolutely insane if that actually goes through or not. Because then you can actually pick who you really want, who you really need. Again, it is up to a certain cutoff because it makes sense. They don't want to obviously let everyone go past and get everyone the brand new characters. It definitely makes sense. And I like that. Again, if that actually goes through, that is very, very good. Now, I think that pretty much covers it. I don't think there's anything else in here. We do have the popularity poll. We already know Luna. Bro, and Luna's up here in first place again. Who would have thought? We do also have a orchestra performance. Total 31 tracks. Again, there will be more information about that later on. We do have E-Mark collaboration. I will say, though, if we can get this artwork for everybody, this is absolutely insane. Man. Oi, my goodness. Look at my Hua Young. Oh, that looks good. If we can get this, everybody, without doing the E-Mart, that's sick. That is sick, right? But other than that, that is pretty much going to be everything inside the live stream. Again, hopefully I covered everything. Hopefully this was like a little TLDR video for you. Again, they got a lot of stuff inside this live stream. If you didn't want to sit there for 2 hours and all that. Overall, I do give this a 9 out of 10. The only thing I was not happy about, we didn't get a collaboration. But they do mention about collaboration in here. They do mention that we're going to get one. Let me rephrase it. They talked about it that, where is it at? Let me find it real quick. They did mention about the collaboration, they can't talk about it. They can't talk about it. Like always, right? And here are the stickers. Oh, man, bro, the stickers are so good. Please, I want the Boss Arunca. And Hua Young. It looks so good, the stickers, man. So, and I think they do mention it here. Here you go. They're talking about the EVR collaboration. The chat is filling up the void. Yeah, man. You best believe chat was filling it up. Collab. They do mention it here. And again, they hit us with a stone wall saying they can't mention it. Sadly, boys. Sadly. The bleach copium is still on the high. There it is. We're preparing. So when the time is right, we'll share the details with you. Oh. Well, when I saw that during the live stream, brutal, man. That was a stab to the heart. But again, overall, that's pretty much going to be everything inside the live stream. Very, very good. Fantastic live stream. Nothing but good vibes all around, right? But, again, I love it. Again, I think this was absolutely insane. I think it's like one of the biggest live streams they've had. Bigger than Origin, I feel like. Because it was quite long. And we got a roadmap. Like, literally, there was so much inside this live stream, right? But, other than that, thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you have a good day. And peace out.